It's Callum, and we live on Kill'em TV. This time, we're gonna do another album review. You know what I'm saying? I'm digging that. I like that. So, Jones Capo, he just put a new joint out called El Capo. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This joint is kind of fire. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy in a whole nother bag right now. We got to put some respect on his name. I think it's about 16 tracks total. I would say out of the 16, I strongly like about 10. I strongly like about 10. Be honest with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And, excuse me. Shout out to Heatmakers, man. He put something crazy together. He got back with them. He got back with Heatmakers and put something crazy together. Like, I feel like that's the sound that's been missing with the whole Dipset as a whole. You know, I know they might do a track here and there or whatnot, but you know, just to keep it consistent, I feel like that's what's missing. Shout out to my shirt too. You know what I mean? Y'all see that? Ask me about hope, baby. So, yeah, man. So I'ma just name some tracks, no order, no specific order. To Whom It May Concern, fire with Benny the Butcher and Cam. The track is fire. You know what I'm saying? All the majority of the tracks is fire. But you know, since we're doing a breakdown, the track is fire. You know what I'm saying? It just lets you know that hip hop is definitely alive. It might not be mainstream like it once was, but it's alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, this whole album put me in that vibe, just that mode. It's a whole mood, man. So, To Whom It May Concern is fire. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy did his thing. Benny did his thing. Cam did his thing. Everybody played their part, man. Fire bars, you know, real street concept, you know, real pictures being painted, man, to put you in that space. Don't know what they took them for. There's another joint that's fire. I think To Whom It May Concern might be one of my favorites, one of my top 3 joints on the album, just to be clear. But don't know what they took them for is fire. The track is fire. You know what I'm saying? It's Jimmy all over that joint, getting busy, you know, talking spicy. It's fire. Mama, I Made It with Cam. Classic Jimmy and Cam collabo. You know what I mean? It just gave me that old Diplomat vibe, which, you know, I was heavy into when it was going on back then. Track is fire. You know what I mean? I guess it's more so like a shout out to the success that they have accomplished. You know, basically like Mama, I Made It. You know what I mean? It's self-explanatory. My Era featuring Mano is another banger. The beat is fire. Mano came through, did his one too. You know, it's an all around good track. Solid beat. The concept is self-explanatory. They just, you know, putting you in that mood again. The way things was, you know, in that era. Gotta respect that. Pity the Summer, another joint, fire. I think Cam is on that joint again. Somebody else is on there. I can't think of who. But that joint is fire. The beat is crazy. You know, they all did their thing on there. That might be another favorite. I think that might be another favorite. To Whom It May Concern, Pity in the Summer is another favorite. Crystal Occasions, man. I think that's like the intro. It's like the first song. Fire. You know what I mean? Jimmy is just kind of setting the stage with that joint. Crazy. The beat is stupid. You know, so that's another one. Make No Issue of It is another joint. Jim like really went in on this joint. Like you could tell like he really he really mastered what it is that he do with this album. I feel like he's complete. You know what I'm saying? Like before, you could see like his flow wasn't really, officially there. We just looked at Jimmy as the goony goo goo type of dude. Like he was just like the goon. You know what I mean? So it really didn't matter what he was saying rapping wise, if he could flow or not. He just had that image. But now I feel like he's establishing that, rapper presence. Like, I mean, when I get on a track, you're gonna feel my presence, musically, lyrically, flow wise. So make no issue of it. It's another dope track. You know what I mean? The beat is fire. I won't even say the hook is catchy. I'm not even going. I can't do that. Nothing on here is really like catchy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a vibe, a real vibe at that. So make no issue of it. It's dope. State of the Union is by far my favorite track. I gotta say that's my top joint. Featuring Rick Ross. Ricky Rose did his thing, but Jim this is like one of his standout verses to me on this album. I mean, he touching on a lot of things. The president, impeaching the president, MAGA hats, just the injustice of the police shootings, and he said something like, I ain't gotta kneel just to stand with you. And I mean, like, he was really talking spicy on this joint, like really in his bag on this joint, just like extra turned up. You know what I mean? So gotta respect that. That's a banger. The beat is solid. It's got that soulful sound to it. It's just fire. Nothing Last featuring Fab. That joint was cool. You know what I mean? It's an alright track. It's a different vibe, but it's still a good track. Not one of my favorites though, but Fab did his one too, as he usually do. NYC featuring Fat Joe is another banger. You know what I mean? It give you that New York vibe, that New York feel. Not quite 90s, but maybe like early 2000s type of feel. You know what I mean? Got the samples all over it, Heat Makers once again coming through in the clutch on that one. Cocaine Dreaming featuring Dave East is fire. The hook is fire. Again, I'm not going to say it's catchy, but it just meshes well with the beat. Beat is crazy. They talking heavy on that joint. It puts you in that mood once again. So that's another joint. Song Boxing featuring Song Boxing ain't got no feature actually. That song was like kind of slim. Like I wanted Jim. I wanted that song to be maybe a minute longer, you know what I'm saying? Just even though you ain't had no hook on there, I just wanted that joint to have some more on there. But overall, this album is fire. You know what I'm saying? Go check it out. Go tune in if you haven't already. Make sure you do that. The joint is fire. So show love, tune in. Everything else on there was fire. I wanna shout out to Jim Jones and everybody from that era, man. Y'all holding it down with these new projects that y'all putting out. I appreciate it as a fan. And if you ain't heard it, make sure you go check it out, man. It's all over the place. So shout out to Jimmy, shout out to everybody that was featured on this joint. And I'm gonna get at y'all. It's Kill 'em Castellano. We on Kill 'em TV. Signing out.